We live in a world that constantly demands our time and attention. Notifications, emails, and messages pull us in different directions. The hustle and bustle of modern life can make it feel like we're always on the go. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by commitments? From work deadlines to social obligations, it feels like there's never enough time. Our calendars are packed, leaving little room for rest or personal time. Think about a time when you said yes but wished you had said no. Saying yes can seem like the easiest path. We agree to take on more tasks, attend events, and help out friends, even when we're stretched thin. We want to please others and be seen as reliable. The desire to be liked can drive us to overcommit. However, this comes at a cost. The more we say yes, the more we add to our plates, leading to stress and burnout. It's time to break free and reclaim control. Learning to say no is a powerful step towards balance and well-being. Saying no is not selfish, it's self-preservation. By setting boundaries, we create space for what truly matters. By reclaiming our time, we can live a more balanced and fulfilling life. What would you do with more time for yourself? Saying no can feel uncomfortable at first. It's a word that carries a lot of weight and can stir up feelings of guilt or anxiety. We often find ourselves in situations where we feel obligated to say yes, even when it doesn't align with our own needs or desires. We worry about disappointing others or seeming unhelpful. The fear of being judged or misunderstood can be overwhelming. We might think that saying yes is the only way to maintain relationships or to be seen as reliable and supportive. But the truth is, saying no is an act of empowerment. It's a way to set boundaries and to communicate your limits clearly. By saying no, you are taking control of your life and making choices that are in your best interest. It's about reclaiming your time and energy so you can invest them in what truly matters to you. Imagine the freedom of having the time to pursue your passions, to relax, and to recharge. This is what saying no can offer you. When you say no to something, you are essentially saying yes to something else. You are prioritizing your own needs and making space for the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. You're saying yes to your own priorities, your own goals, and your own well-being. This shift in focus can lead to a more balanced and satisfying life. You're saying yes to spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, or simply taking a much-needed break. These moments are essential for your mental and emotional health. Saying no allows you to focus on your values and live a more intentional life. It helps you to align your actions with your beliefs and to create a life that reflects who you truly are. It helps you to avoid burnout and maintain a healthy balance between your personal and professional life. By setting boundaries, you can ensure that you have the energy to give your best to both areas. When you're not constantly overcommitted, you have the mental and emotional space to be more present and engaged in everything you do. This presence can enhance your relationships and improve your overall quality of life. Remember, your time and energy are precious resources. They are finite and should be used wisely. Every yes you give should be a conscious choice, not a default response. If you're finding this video helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Like this video, leave a comment with any questions you have, and share it with your friends. Your support helps us create more content like this. Saying no is about protecting those resources so you can use them wisely and intentionally. It's about creating a life that is fulfilling and true to who you are. So the next time you feel pressured to say yes, take a moment to consider what you might be giving up, reclaim your time and energy, and invest them in what truly matters to you. Setting boundaries is essential for learning to say no effectively. Boundaries are the limits we set for ourselves in order to protect our time, energy, and well-being. They are the guidelines that dictate what we will and will not accept from others. Think of boundaries as personal fences. They define your personal space and what you are willing to tolerate. Just like a physical fence protects your property, personal boundaries protect your emotional and mental space. Setting boundaries involves identifying your non-negotiables, the things you are not willing to compromise on. These could include your values, your time with family, or your need for downtime. Once you know your boundaries, you can communicate them clearly and confidently to others. Remember, setting boundaries is not about being selfish or controlling. It's about taking care of yourself and ensuring that your needs are met. When you have strong boundaries, you can show up in the world as your best self. Section 4. Saying no with grace. Directness and kindness. Saying no doesn't have to be harsh or confrontational. You can decline requests gracefully while still being assertive and respectful. The key is to be direct, kind, and clear in your communication. Start by acknowledging the request and expressing appreciation for being considered. You might say something like, "Thank you for thinking of me," or "I appreciate you asking." Then state your decline simply and directly. Avoid lengthy explanations or justifications as they can weaken your message. If you feel comfortable, you can offer a brief reason for your decline, but keep it concise. For example, you could say, "I'm currently swamped with other projects," or "I'm prioritizing family time right now." Remember, you don't owe anyone an elaborate explanation for saying no. Your time and energy are valuable, and you have the right to decline requests that don't align with your priorities. Section 5. The Art of Alternatives. Offering solutions. Sometimes, saying no outright might not be the best option. In these cases, you can offer alternatives or suggest other ways you can contribute. This shows that you are still willing to help, but on your own terms. For example, if you're invited to an event but can't attend, you could suggest a different date or offer to meet up another time. If you're asked to take on a project but don't have the bandwidth, you could recommend someone else who might be a good fit. Offering alternatives demonstrates your problem-solving skills and your willingness to be helpful. It also shows that you are respectful of the other person's request, even if you cannot fulfill it exactly as asked. Remember, saying no doesn't have to mean closing the door completely. By offering alternatives, you can maintain positive relationships while still honoring your own boundaries. Sarah's story finding freedom in saying no. Sarah, a talented graphic designer, was a chronic people pleaser. She struggled to say no, fearing she would disappoint others. Constantly overwhelmed, she sacrificed her well-being to meet others' demands. Realizing the toll, Sarah began practicing saying no, setting boundaries, and prioritizing self-care. She felt relief and empowerment, improving her relationships and work. Sarah's story shows the power of saying no, creating a balanced and fulfilling life. Thank you especially for your invaluable time. Don't forget to like and comment. We hope you join us by subscribing to our humble channel and sending the video to spread the benefit.